things up, starting with Mike Singer.
Hey, Michael. New Orleans is obviously a tough matchup for most teams in the NBA, but to hold them to 45 points in the second half, how proud are you of the defensive effort?
Really proud of the second half defensive effort. I thought that first half, Mike, was each team would go on runs. We got off to a slow start, crawled back in the game. They closed the first, started the second on 7-0 runs, so it was 14-0 over that time. But we just stayed with it. All right, we stayed in striking distance. And in that second half, to your point, we outscored them 59-45. But most importantly, it was 42 from the field, 23 from three. And we did a great job of on the glass. Only 6 offensive boards for 7 points against the number 1 offensive rebounding team in the NBA. So that was a hell of a come from behind win. I think we were down as many as 8 or 10 or so in the fourth quarter, stayed with it, executed, made big plays offensively. And then we had a couple of really big defensive stops. I thought Will Barton's defense, 3 blocks in the second half. And I thought Michael Porter, kind of like he did against Hayward in the Charlotte game, I thought Michael's defense tonight and his length on Brandon Ingram was spectacular. So proud of our guys to end this road trip. It's been an emotional couple of days, and proud of them for pulling it out.
Todd Romero.
Hey, Coach, you talked about that being an emotional couple of days. You needed your team to act like a veteran team out there, and you have Paul Millsap go out and do what he did and kind of lead by example on the floor tonight.
Yeah, I thought Paul was terrific. You know, Zion is he's almost unguardable. You really need all 5 guys on the floor guarding him. He's just so explosive, so shifty. He gets wherever he wants. But for Paul to play 30 minutes, 16 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, and a couple of big baskets was great to see. And we needed everybody to step up. I thought P.J. Dozier in that fourth quarter made a couple of big plays while I had Michael Porter out. Couldn't run Michael that whole fourth. He played 39 for the game. So Jamal, 23 and 11. Nikola, who his name has not even been mentioned, 37 points. And amazing, he scores 37 points and didn't even score any points from the free throw line. So that shows you the talent that he is, 9 assists and 6 rebounds. So we go home, we got a 2-game homestand. Hopefully we can find ways to incorporate Aaron Gordon, JaVale McGee, and start kind of getting our new identity with those guys. And obviously Atlanta is a team that beat us handily down there. And that is our next challenge coming up.
Joel Rush.
Hey, Coach, you often talk about turnovers and the value of valuing the ball. Tonight you had just 8 and 23 points off turnovers. How big a factor was that in your win tonight?
Oh, really big, Joel. I think on the road, obviously, you always talk about not beating yourself, not fueling the other team's break. And to your point, 28 assists, only 8 turns is a tremendous ratio. And then on the flip side of that, we only allowed 13 points off our turnovers, but we scored 23 off of theirs, obviously, which is a +10 differential in our favor. So taking care of it on the road was tremendous, led by Jamal with 11 and Nikola with 9.
Esteban Abed.
Hi, Coach. Congrats for the win. About Aaron Gordon and Javale McGee, considering Facu Campazzo, it's one of the best players playing the pick and roll. How do you feel about seeing him playing the pick and roll with 2 great players like Gordon and Javale?
Yeah, I think that was one of the exciting things about both Aaron Gordon and JaVale McGee. Athletic, put pressure on the rim, vertical threats. JaVale obviously is a tremendous shot blocker and a hell of a pick and roll play, a dynamic roller. And so for Monte Morris, for Facu, for PJ, for Jamal, for Will, playing pick and roll with those guys and getting them on the rim, that should create opportunities for them there. But it's also going to attract the defense to have to account for that role, which should open up some paint threes for us as well. So excited to get back to Denver after a win. to get with Javale, to get with Aaron, to get them acclimated as quickly as possible, and to welcome them into our family.
Ryan Blackburn.
Coach, the offense tonight, especially just coming from the three leading scorers, was really, really impressive. They only had 2 free throws, three free throws attempted combined between the 3 of them. Is that something that is it just a schematic thing against New Orleans because there was a low free throw count in that game, or what do you evaluate from that particular situation?
Well, I think we're getting fouled at times. I think sometimes the calls may be missed. I mean, like I said, Nikola played 41 minutes and was unable to get to the free throw line at all. But you know, they do a good job, I guess. To your point, that's 2 games where we've attempted, I think, 10 the first game, 7 tonight. It's something that I'm always looking at when I watch the film to see what's being missed and what we can do better. And continually talking to the game officials, talking to the league about how maybe we can try to get to the free throw line a little bit more. But it's give them credit because that's 2 games in a row where they've been able to defend us without fouling. And I think we have to somehow, some way, find a way to put more pressure on the rim and maybe put more pressure on the officials to get some of those calls. But it is what it is. I thought overall 113 points, 50 from the field, 50 from 3, and we only shot 28. We talked about trying to shoot more threes. They're a team that gives up close to 40 a night. So I thought we turned down looks, especially in that first half, but in the second half, especially when we were down, had some great examples of ball movement, guys being shot ready, and also guys passing up good shots to get great shots. So really, really impressive comeback win for us on the road.
All right, that'll do it. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.